Hello and welcome to another episode of Contemporary Living Live, where we provide lifestyle solutions for everyday people. So, how's your week been? Guess what? We are coming up on the last days of February, and I hope that everyone has had a wonderful Black History Month. And I do hope at least you learned a little something about the contributions of an African American person that they've made to this country, society, and the world as a whole. So I hope you did get a little bit of Black History Month education during this February of 2022. But I want to turn the page a little bit to talk globally. So our prayers are going out as the world watches what's going on between Ukraine and Russia, watching that situation unfold. It's, war is always a tragedy. And we're trying our best to understand, like what's really going on between these two countries. And one of my sorors, she put up a repost, Brandy Dawson, she put up a repost and she described it. And I thought it was a real basic way to understand what the situation is going on in Ukraine and Russia. She described a real basic way for us to understand it. So she said that Ukraine and Russia were in a relationship. And so initially it started off really good, but then Ukraine started to see just how toxic Russia was. So Ukraine, she decided to break up. I don't want to be in this toxicity. I don't want to be in this toxic relationship anymore. So Russia amicably said, okay, let's break up. So they break up. So Ukraine started making new friends. She started traveling, hanging out with the United States and Germany and France, all those countries, living her best life. And Russia turned around and was like, oh no, I'll have none of that, because of course, Russia in this story is toxic. So Russia went back over there and start harassing Ukraine and doing all kinds of things. And so if you go to our page on Contemporary Living, it's got the whole story. But I just thought that was a really basic way to describe what's going on with the situation. And I know Putin says that Ukraine's committing genocide, and he's also upset because what's happening is NATO is moving closer toward the east, toward that Russian border, and they don't want any of that. But to me, true wars always, involve power, control, land, and resources, with the people and the ideology being way to the back of the other things I mentioned. So let's just keep listening, watching, and praying for those in harm's way to see, and then see how NATO responds, especially to the US, because that directly impacts us. But I just wanted to get that out the way because that is in the news. People are concerned, but enough of that, because today, Contemporary Living, it's all about the nails. As we chat with luxury press-on nail designer Erika Mone't. But before we do that, let's get these housekeeping notes out the way because they got to be done. But you can find Contemporary Living on Facebook, YouTube, and IG. And if you want to contact us, all you have to do is send us an email simply at info@contemporarylivinglive.com. That's info@contemporarylivinglive.com. We are not hard to find, and we want to hear from you. We welcome you to like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or send us a message, any comments or suggestions. Because like I always say, we want to hear more from you in 2022. We absolutely do. So today, Contemporary Living talks on a subject that, we've never had a guest talk about before. Like I said before, it's all about the nails. So when I tell you this world is full of amazing people just killing it in industries I've never even thought about becoming an entrepreneur in, today's guest is one of them. I mean, she is a woman on a mission whose talents and skills continue to unfold, evolve, and amaze. Erika Mone't is a luxury press-on nails designer and owner of T-Nom Nails. T-Nom Nails creates and hand paints luxury press-on nails. Who knew? And you know what that does? It complements your beauty. Yes, it does. Erika's clientele continues to grow as she expands her brand to press-on nails consulting. So now she's doing consulting for social media. And then if you're a press-on nails enthusiast, you can join her Facebook forum for questions and how do I start this business, designs, and more. She's also written an ebook, you guys, about her press-on nail journey. She is just an amazing person. And if you want to get into this business, you got to stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome Miss Erika Mone't. Erika!
Hi!
You are here, beautiful. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well on this Sunday evening. First of all, we are just so delighted that you could be on Contemporary Living. We had a conversation. One of the things that people might not know, before you come on the show, I always have a chat. And this is the first time Erika and I have chatted. And when we had our conversation, it was just like two girlfriends sitting down, talking about nails, talking about her journey. I'm nosy, so I love to ask questions. That's what I do. And so it is so good to see you. You look absolutely fabulous.
Thank you. You look beautiful as well. And thank you for having me. I'm super excited to share and answer questions. I'm ready.
All right. So we are going to, we don't waste any time because, like I said, this hour is going to just go by so fast. Mm-hmm. So what I always like to start with everybody's origin journey. And one of the reasons I like to start off with that is because I want to know, were you 2 years old talking about, I want to do press-on nails? I want to know, what led to that point in your life. So let's start off right there, and then we're going to
All right, we can do that.
Yeah, so tell us about the journey.
Okay, so again, my name is Erika Mone't. Typically, a lot of people kind of know me by Monet. My name is Erika Mone't. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. I'm a mother of one. Um, and I don't know, let's see. I've always liked beauty. So there's never just been a generalization of, I can just say I was five. I've always loved. I mean, literally, everybody will tell you, Little Miss Bougie. They would call me like I was always the little, I guess the little weird with the different one. But I've always been that way. Always, like it's just me. But I've always liked it. I've tried modeling. I've done fashion shows. I've done magazine covers. I've done anything that has to do with beauty. Monet loves. Even selling jewelry. So with this, when it came to the nails, I'll tell you the story of what happened. How about that? And what made me want to do it. So what happened is I was constantly going to get my nails done, right? We got to keep our hands looking good. So I was constantly going to get my nails done, but there was so many things that I just could not stand about going to the salon. And I think it's just kind of even throughout for our women, right?
Right.
So I was sitting in there and I'm just like, oh, it's just taking so long. I was becoming impatient. And then at that time, it was just so expensive. I had waited so much time, wasted so much time sitting there. I think I spent like $100 and some odd just to get my nails
done. And it's true. Even for just these little nails, I mean, it's just so costly.
Yeah, it's a lot. So when I actually did that, I walked out of the salon and I'm kind of like, and I talk about this in the ebook too. I'm kind of like, you know what? I got to find another way. I need to find something that is going to save me some time, save me some money, something that I can actually, I needed my time. You know what I mean? I'm a businesswoman and I need the convenience. So it was very important. So at that point, that is where I went home and Tatum Nails was born.
I love it. Absolutely. That is good. So I want to jump right into so now we know your origin story. You was always one of the cute ones. You was look, she got her nails done. It's so funny because I had one of my cousins. Now I'm older than her, but I remember when she was a young girl and she was getting potty trained. She was on the pot, like trying to do her nails. So people have that in their spirit when they're young. So I imagine because you're always put together. So I would imagine that had to be you too. Now I want to talk about next your ebook, Starting a Press-On Nail Business, because one of the things we really like to talk about, Erika, is hey, we're talking about lifestyle solutions for everyday people. Right now, people are looking for side hustles. They're looking to become entrepreneurs. They're looking to get into a business. So let's talk a little bit about what your book is about.
Oh, I absolutely love this part. So my ebook, my ebook was something that I wanted to share. It was like I wanted to do it in a way of a documentary, but also at the same time kind of giving you an insight on what I found out along the way. Because when you're starting a business, typically you'll ask someone, how do I start? Well, what did you do? You're doing so well. And then their response to you is, oh, you just got to try hard. You just have to keep pushing harder. Like, how does that help define what it is that I need to do to be able to get this going? So I decided to give what I was seeking in return. So I actually laid out the platform for everything that I learned for the novice to begin. My ebook is for the novice. If you're a novice and you're looking to learn just how to, do your little side hustle, to do some nails, or even for yourself, or even if you know someone, this is definitely it. It actually shows you all of the insights on what I actually did behind the scenes, because a lot of people think we just kind of paint them and then you kind of sell them and that's it. But there is a lot of legwork that goes with this. There's a lot of social media things, and I'm sure it's no different from any other business that you begin. In order to you have to network. So within the book you'll find my strategy on what I actually did, and there's a part 2 coming as well. That's the first time I've said that. But
right here on the Living, y'all.
Yes, ma'am. There is a part 2. Because you learn along the way. So in this, it actually shows you, and it's kind of like a motivator, because a lot of the times when you're starting a new business, you don't have a lot of following. There isn't a lot of people that are supporting you, not a
Right.
lot of shares. And that is actually part of the process. And it's something that's actually explained throughout the book. Something that you should actually look forward to, because I looked forward to it, because what happens after that is when they're not looking, you'll kind of weed out those who are looking. And I'm gonna tell you now, if you think that all of your if you think that everybody is on Facebook is gonna, your friends on Facebook are gonna be the ones who kind of always just kind of like and are gonna be your customers.
Right.
Sometimes it's true, but majority of the time it's not. So
Right.
I talk about a lot of those things in the book. I also kind of guide you on where to go find, what to search for, how to look for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also join the book is only, you can literally start your press on nails business for $8. Literally $8.
Ooh.
And it's an downloadable book, so you can actually start that journey. And within that, I let you know at the end how to contact me, where I am, inclusive of my Pons group, which is my
Right.
press on nails group. That
Mm-hmm.
that actually, to come on in. You have some questions, come on in, ask me some questions. You want to share your work, come on in. It's a supportive place. After you're doing that Pons group, to help you. It kind of is like a funnel. You got the
Yeah.
Pons, you bought the book, you're kind of nervous, you don't know what's going on. So you kind of open up to the Pons group, and we help you to open you up to the world and walk into that.
Okay, so tell me, so you said the Ponds group, that's your Facebook group, right?
Correct. Yes,
So
ma'am.
now what does that stand for?
Press on nails for slaying.
Oh, what? I love it. I love it. Now, what gave you the idea to start a group?
It kind of was a part of the book. A lot again along the way. I've tried a multitude of things. When I say I've tried everything, just about, as far as trying to start my own, be an entrepreneur, I should say. I've tried a lot of things, and some of the things that I told you, I keep sharing along the way, is that I learned that not everybody wants to help you. Not
Right.
everybody will help you to do that. So I'm not that kind of person. So I want to help, and
Yeah.
typically I had to find a space, and I had to create a space for those who are just like me to come and ask questions and get answers, like real
Mhm.
answers. And I'm very protective over everyone in my group. So there's no, we kind of keep you motivated. That's the whole point of the group, is to keep you motivated while
Yeah.
you're pressing on throughout this. It's very important for an entrepreneur to feel that support. And I wanted to give it, and
Okay.
get a room full of people just like that, like minded.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm glad while we're on entrepreneurship, let's talk about this journey, because a lot of people, they have this false belief because they're seeing what's on. Oh, and we had a couple of people give you shout outs to say, hey, what was
Oh,
your cousin? And I didn't want to miss her. I believe her name was Tawanda.
oh,
I
hey,
thought that I
hey,
thought that's what I saw flash
that
up.
was
So big up.
Twanda. Uh-huh.
Hey cousin, how are you?
Hi, cousin.
But I did want to talk about entrepreneurship because, like I said, a
Okay.
lot of people think, oh, yeah, I just start a business and then that's it. The next day, now they think a week later they're supposed to make $1 million. But
Right.
one thing I always tell people, if you don't have $1 million, there she goes again. She said, hey, y'all.
Hi, cousin.
If you don't have $1 million mindset, honey, it's hard to make $1 million,
Yes, ma'am.
but you got to first get that, maybe that $10,000 mindset.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we can move from 10 to 50, from 50 to 100, and
Yes,
on and
ma'am.
on
Come
and
on
on.
now.
Because guess what? As quick as you got it, you're going to spend it if you don't manage that finance correct, if you don't run that business correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Just to, and one of the things, the reason why I'm always pressing on, I'm always serious about finance. But one of the things, like, Andre and I have a coffee business, and so what
Yes.
happened was, after one of the
Mhm.
seasons, I did the cost of goods, and I found out that the cost of goods, I should have been charging more for my coffee,
Mm.
because
Mhm.
I came in with the mindset, oh well, Starbucks charges this, then I should charge, something. But no, I was losing out on money. So that's why
Mhm.
I got serious. Now, how do these numbers work? How does the business work for me? So tell me about your entrepreneur. What advice would you give someone about entrepreneurship?
My number one thing is, I don't care what it is that you're attempting to do. You want to make sure that one thing that I had to learn myself in prior businesses is to make sure that you're ready. If you're not ready to actually dedicate your entire self, I mean, your entire being to it, then you're not in love with it and you shouldn't be doing it. So as an entrepreneur, I want to make sure, I would suggest that you want to make sure that you're giving out what you want to receive back, which is pretty much the whole,
Yeah.
the whole around my business. You know, want to,
Right.
what you learn, you give back. So be prepared to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Be prepared. You should be more prepared to lose money, more prepared for bad comments, more prepared for all of those things, because those are the things that are going to come heavy. Those are the heavy things. It's not, a lot of us, when we go into entrepreneurship, we think, okay, we're just going to paint it and then we're going to post it and then everybody's going to sell it. I'm going to make $1 million.
Right.
And
Right.
it's not how it goes. It's
Yeah.
really not. You have to be prepared to, you have to gain your support from your followers. You have to show them that they can believe in your work and what you do. That's why dedication and consistent posting and consistency in everything that you're doing, when it comes to the actual business, it's very important. Because if not, I guess you kind of, I want to say you want to walk your talk. Is that how you kind of
Yeah.
say that? You want to walk your talk. So you're walking billboard. I
Walk
think
it,
I've heard
how
it
I
a
talk it.
thousand times. There you go.
Right.
But yeah, that would be pretty much it. I wasn't prepared at first to lose. I'm losing all this money. What's kind of happening? Where am I going to get this? Why am I not getting? And then it's the followers thing. So you just have to be prepared. You can't be weak. You have to be humble. I mean, be just as humble and as you possibly can be. That humility will open up doors for you, because it will allow those things that you're supposed to get to help you to get to the next stage. You're allowing room for those things to come in. So you just have to keep a positive mind frame and understanding the first year of business is probably not going to be the best thing. But honey, I'm here to tell you, if you look at where I came from and what I did 1,000 times to where I am now, sitting here on Contemporary Living, having this discussion, I tell you, don't quit. Continue to press forward. Because if you do, I'm telling you, it will work out. If it's in, I don't want to go too spiritual, but if it's in God's
We
lining
believe in
for
that.
you.
Hey,
Okay.
keep it going. We have no problem with that on Contemporary Living Live.
Yeah,
At all.
I truly think that. And I'm glad to hear that. I truly think that. I truly believe what you put out is what you're going to receive back. I believe in the universe more now so than I ever have. Because it's really been paying off. So just be prepared. Be prepared.
Yeah. So you guys, I hope you heard some of the things that Erika said. What really stood out to me is I always take notes when people are talking, because I can learn something from everybody. Be ready to dedicate your entire self. If you want the success and things like that, that's important. And she also said, be prepared to lose. I look at it and, so Andre is into real estate and every real estate deal doesn't always go well. And so I call him a supermodel, because supermodels get all these no's. You're too fat. You're too skinny. You don't look right. You don't. So they get more doors slammed in their face. But baby, when that door opens, they're on the cover of every magazine you can think
Let
of.
me
And
tell you.
they've always been there. And they haven't.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things you said when you said be prepared to lose. No, it's fine. It's an answer.
Yeah.
It's an
It
answer.
is.
And so one of the things I like to tell people is to fail forward. If you fail or you feel like you're failing, continue to fail forward. And like you said, the dedication and the consistency, all of that is important. So why do you think press on nails? Because I'm gonna give you my press on nails story.
Come on. Let me hear it. Let's see what you got.
But of course, I didn't come to you, and that was the problem, right?
Right. Well, you have the plug now, so you are right. You good. You have the
I like that. I like that. So one of the things, the last time I had press on nails had to be like in like 2000s or early 2000s, and I was on a crowded elevator. Oh, and I hit my floor and my nail popped off. Needless to say, that's when I started paying $125.
It didn't matter at that point how you
at that point, right. I was like, oh man, you know how you trying to look cute? I'm all on the elevator, got my nose up in there. That's what I get. Then I pressed the button and my nail popped off. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm glad nobody picked it up. Everybody on there just act like they didn't see it or whatever. But that is my press on nails story.
Well, we're gonna try to get you a better one.
Thank you. Thank you.
This ain't not the elevator
Right.
button.
No, yes, yes, honey, it was the elevator button and it popped right off. So my question is, why do you think press-on nails have become like wildly popular again?
Mhm. I can definitely answer that. And I think I love this part of, I was waiting for this part of our conversation. So press on nails are becoming bigger now for one of two reasons. One, because of the pandemic that we're kind of going through right now. So it's very scary, to kind of go in a salon, to be around people. And even now that they've kind of, you can take the mask off, the mask mandate has been dropped. Even now, there are a lot of people who are still just, iffy on it. The reason press on nails are so much, I won't say better. I will say, because to me they're
But
gonna
I
be
mean,
better
you're
because I
entitled
love
to
press
your
on nails.
opinion, right?
Yeah, yeah, I love press on nails. So to me, I like press on nails for a multitude of reasons, and I actually wrote them, a whole bunch of them down. But the ones that stand out to me is they're extremely convenient. Okay, so if you're in a rush and you just need to do something, or they're sitting in the back burner. So I'm in a rush. I'm trying to rush out the door. I got something to do, and Andre wants to take you out on a date, and you're looking at your hands like, oh my God, Monet, what do I do?
Right.
And you go and you open this box, and you have these beautiful nails where you can just kind of pop them on, and it literally takes you probably, if 10 minutes, to put the nails on. It really doesn't take that
Oh
long.
wow.
So they're extremely convenient. They're reusable. So when you take them off, you can actually use them again if they're removed properly. I have people here. Some of my customers should be listed here. Be here as well, and they'll tell you, you can pop them off. You can put them right back on. Even the ones I have on today, I kind of, because when I do nails, let's see. I don't know if you guys can kind of see.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So I don't. They're reusable. I'll read them off. Convenient, reusable. They're the same look as gel or acrylic style, so you can get that exact same look. They're
Right.
definitely a money saver due to their being reusable, and it's a time saver. You can get your, instead of, which is one of the reasons I did it. The hour, 2 hours in a nail salon. You know what you could do within that time
It's
frame.
too much. Yes. Yes.
So it's definitely a time saver. And the one thing that I love the most about the press on nails is that they are interchangeable. So let's say Melissa has this set of nails and it's like, Monet, my nail kind of came off. I lost one, it broke. Instead of tossing them away as if you would have bought some out of the drugstore
Right.
or the grocery store. So if you buy those, these, you can actually just pop on another one. So we've got a whole set of, you've got 10 different sets in front of you. Do you know that how many different styles that you can make by blending those in between together? You keep all of those beautiful nails in a nice little box, and you just use them to interchange them for different styles and designs. And as you order more, it'll just get better.
Oh, but Kiwi just said something. She said
I didn't see it.
she said she had like 5 pair. Yes, because I have 5 pair
Oh
right
yeah.
now. And when it's time to switch, I can, and it's amazing. And that's all any normal girl wants.
That's
You know what
it.
I'm saying?
That's it.
The
That's
flexibility
it.
on this press on nail is just amazing. It is
And then
absolutely amazing.
you talked about, I apologize for that, but you talked about your nail popping off on that elevator button. That's another thing I wanted to stress. Whenever you go into the difference between if you're getting the luxury hand, kind of hand painted nails
Yeah.
is, for me, what I do for my customers, my job is to try to protect your nail. I want your nail to be protected. Okay. I don't know if when you go get acrylic or gel, it kind of leaves that dip.
Absolutely.
Anybody
Yeah.
familiar with that dip?
Oh
I
yeah,
know
I'm
some ladies
familiar with the
here,
dip.
So it leaves your hands, and then your nails are thin, and then they're flimsy, and then they hurt when you hit them. So in this case, what I do so that I take more strain off of my client's nail, who may be trying to grow back or whatever, and and what I would do is, instead, and I have one here, what I actually do with my nails here is, on the back of it, whenever we're asking you guys to buff your nails prior to us putting them on, I actually buff the back of the nail. So what that does is it takes, because what you're doing when you're scraping your nail, you're taking off the shine. When you're buffing you're filing your nail off there, you're taking off the shine to add something to, so it'll stick and some kind of grip too. If we take that shine off, whenever I drill the back of the nail, it
Yeah.
actually puts a grit in there for you, right?
Oh, wow.
A grit in there for you, so it's less that you have to take off of my customer's nail as she's buffing her nail and thinning it out,
Yeah.
which is what we don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually buff. You'll be able to buff less, and I'm telling you again, my customers are here. That actually makes a huge difference. If you look at the ones you pop up on the store, they're not like that. This
Mm-hmm.
grip helps your nail grip, helps the nail grip better to your nail, so it adheres better.
Man, that's good to know, because, and you know
Mhm.
what, that says something to, that's a testament to the quality of service you provide, and that you really care and you're really passionate
Mhm.
about what you do, because you can just sell them and be like, okay, girl, whenever
Yeah, go ahead.
whenever you're
Thanks.
ready for the next one, just let me know. But what I was gonna ask, and guess what, we're at the top of the half hour, the first half
All
hour. We've
right, are we
already
sure?
gone. We've already gone. But I know, are you able to do give us a demonstration of being interchangeable? Like maybe show us a different nail? Can you?
Absolutely. I
Okay.
think if I can get Brandy to come from the back, I think she's watching. If you can come up
Okay.
front
Come on,
so I can
Brandy.
actually
Yeah. Yeah.
if she can come up, then I can I think I can turn this camera around. Or if not,
Okay.
I can kind of do it right in front of you.
All right.
We were prepared for this, so let's see.
Okay, so you can just wait. We're gonna go to a commercial, Erica. We're gonna go
Okay.
to, but stay around because we're debuting your commercial. So stick around.
Yay!
If we can't do the replacement, then we won't do it. But I want you to see this commercial, okay?
I'm glued to the screen.
All right, we will be right back.
All right.
And we would like to thank Erica for debuting her Taynome Nails, Luxury Nails commercial right here tonight on Contemporary Living Live. We really thank her for that. And if you'd like to have your commercial featured on our show, you can contact us at info@contemporarylivinglive.com. That's info@contemporarylivinglive.com. And now we are bringing Erica back into the picture.
Hello.
Hello. All right.
Hi.
Hi.
All right.
So
Here we have
there's your
run.
commercial. Thank you so much for letting us
Thank
air it
you.
on our show exclusively today.
I'm so excited. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate. I'm just super. You know what, girl? I'm just super excited. This is really.
That's a good place to be in, because some people bored with their life. They don't even know how to get excited. That's my battle buddy. What's up, Christy Joy?
Hi, Brittany. All right. Hey, Mom. She says I own
We
two
even got
packs
mom watching. I try to get my
Yes,
mom to
Mom
watch
is
this show.
watching.
She
Uh-huh.
refuses to watch. Hey, Karen. We're
Hi,
seeing
Karen.
all of our people out there. Karen of the War Tribe, man. She's fabulous too, and she's going to be on the show too. But it's all
Oh,
about
nice.
nails today.
Yes, ma'am,
So,
it is. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can. What I'm going to do is, whenever you're ready,
uh-huh.
I have my model here. She'll be able to come on, and we're going to show you an interchangeable set.
Okay.
Um,
So
so, for
look, you
instance,
guys, she's going to show us an interchangeable set. Where's the model?
so she is. Here's our model.
Hey,
Hi.
what a beautiful model.
She's such a beautiful model.
All right.
All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a set, which is pretty much the set that's kind of on my shirt that you can see, which is probably the easiest way to kind of show you
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah, so this is the one that's on the background. So this is what we're going to be working with her. So I'm going to actually show you, let's see here, how they're interchangeable and you can kind of combine them. I'm going to have to turn the camera around for you because I'm going to show you what I have laid out here.
Okay.
And then what we do is we just kind of change them around.
Okay.
Let's see here, ladies.
This is
All right.
good.
Yeah, I love it.
This is really
Okay,
good. I
you
love a
guys.
live demonstration. Look,
So,
you guys, look at those. Those are so gorgeous. And you said
so
10
we have,
minutes? I could have nails like that?
yeah, in 10
That is
minutes.
what's up.
So these are the ones that we're going to use to actually interchange to change
Okay.
her. And what
Okay.
I'm going to do is have her too. We're going to place them on. Cool. Okay. So as we're doing this, let's see. I'm going to have her handle be before me. Typically,
Okay.
of course, I have on 2 gloves. I'm not because it's her. So we're just doing this. So some of her nails, guys, won't fit because this is not her set.
Okay,
So we'll go ahead
understood.
and okay. So what we would do is we would kind of take here, and we have a set here. You saw the 2 sets. And what we would roughly do is she's already dehydrated the nail. So what you would do is I use the dehydrator, but you would use an alcohol prep. That's fine. You're just looking for something to dehydrate and cleanse. So
Okay.
we would actually have Brandy's hand here. We got her all dehydrated, and then we would kind of buff her up. Okay. And this is just showing you guys how to place it on. So we would
Mhm.
just give her a slight buff, nothing heavy. Okay. We don't
Yeah.
want to do too much because the back of the nail is already ready. Okay. And then
Wow.
also, guys, let's take a look here. What I'm going to do is just put different ones on her nails. Can you get that? I'm going to put different ones on her nails so you'll actually be able to see how interchangeable they
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
are.
This
You
is
ready, honey?
this
Let's
is
see.
this is
Yes,
really
thank you.
good. And you know what? Can you talk at the same time? I don't want to
Absolutely.
interrupt your flow or
No,
anything, but
absolutely.
there's still more questions I want to know.
Okay, well, absolutely. Come on.
But you
Come
know,
on, you
one of the
have
things what I was really impressed is like you really can start. So when you start your nail business as an entrepreneur, do you get a kit or how does it work?
Well, the good thing about the good thing about what I'm actually going to be doing is with my consulting is that
Yeah.
I haven't quite started to where we're going to actually sell where you can start and you buy a kit. But what
Okay.
I have started is I can actually walk you through in the book, and whenever we go through consulting, and the
Yeah.
consulting is only $25 for 35 minutes to an hour.
Oh,
So,
wow.
it's just with the consulting, we would actually walk you through all of those things.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see here. And to start though, are you kind of asking how much it would cost to start?
Well, yeah. What is the cost for starting up? Yeah. Startup cost.
The this cost. I think it probably cost me about like $50 to $100 to just get started.
So we talking
It
eight
doesn't cost
dollars
much to
for
get
the
started.
book, and then like,
Mhm.
what'd you say, $100?
Yes, $100, probably
Come
less.
on,
If you
and
really
then
want to
you
get
can
everything that you need.
yeah.
Hmm.
So is this?
And go
Uh-huh.
ahead. I'm so sorry.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Uh, I was gonna
I'm
say,
looking at the nail. I'm looking at how it's just being. Oh, wow.
yeah. So you just kind of pressing it on her hands, and there's
That
one.
is gorgeous. So you design
Okay.
those nails, huh?
Yes, I
Oh,
made
wow.
it. Yes, I definitely did. So this is another set that I would just kind of pop in instead of doing the entire red set. We could
Yeah.
actually pop in this black here, and that's what we're gonna do for her.
Okay. This is
And
this
let's
is
see.
really nice. So when you consult now, how does your consulting, how does it go? So it's 35 minutes, and what kind of, just give us an idea of what's going to be covered when you do the, oh, that's
So
bad.
I have.
That is bad. Bad meaning good.
Thank you. So we got to get a little bit more creative again. Some of these don't fit her hand, but we're different sizes. But
Yeah, we
it's just
understand.
showing
Yeah.
you. She's so sweet for doing this. We appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Just thank
Of
you so much.
course.
You can hear it too. Okay. So here's another.
Oh
So this
wow.
is what
Look
we
at
mean
that,
by
you guys.
interchangeable. So we've got a
You and
three-pointed
you
nail
ready to go
here.
out.
Yeah, and she's ready to go out.
Oh
She's
wow.
ready to go.
Thank you. Oh
Yeah,
look.
and then there's the red bottom. These are red bottom nails. So like this one
Yeah,
is black, but it has the red bottom at the back. So
right. It's not like you know how the nails are.
mhm.
Yeah. Oh, you talk about that took thought. That's detailed. That is
Yes.
really good. So we were
Mhm.
talking about your consulting. So what give us a little taste of what they can expect during the consulting. Just an overview, not specific, but yeah, you can give us an overview.
Absolutely. So with the consulting, what we would actually do is we would meet in a live room together, and it would pretty much be a Zoom more than likely.
Okay.
And you can ask me any question that you like, but typically what we would be doing during that is a scrub, what I call a media scrub. In the media scrub, you would choose one of your social medias where we would actually walk through doing a multitude of things. And
Okay.
mostly
I got it. Uh-huh.
mostly those things that we'll be doing is going through and making sure that we have some kind of formality that's kind
Hmm.
of going on with it needs to be an evenness throughout your whole. Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you one of the tips. One of the things that we would actually look at is going through scrubbing your social media. It could be Facebook live, I mean Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could whatever, TikTok. And
Yeah.
we want to make sure that you have to be able to reel your customers in. So I'm looking at your picture, your quality of work. As far as when you're displaying your pictures, a lot of my clients are novice, but they they're not. If that kind of makes sense,
Yeah.
they're kind of like the started a little bit. I'm kind
Yeah.
of stuck here. Don't know what to do. I don't know why my clients aren't coming in. Mostly because I'm looking at pictures that are black. I can't see. It's clear. If you're selling
Right.
a product, I need to be able to see it clearly.
Absolutely.
So what we would do is we would discuss those things, and we will walk you through making sure that you have a formality that you can take from one social media that we went through and apply to all of your social media to help you to gain new clientele, to gain, that I would say to gain clientele that's going to help you monetarily,
Hmm.
the ones that you're seeking for. A lot of the time we have a lot of followers. We have 10,000 followers and only six of them really buy nails.
Right.
So you
Right.
really, the goal is to reel in those who are actually going to help you funnel that money back in. And so, and keep funneling back to you. So you
Absolutely.
want to provide that quality. So I'm looking at the lighting of your work and things of that nature. And a lot of them have a lot of questions on like, where do I get a phone number from? Where do I purchase this product from? That's
Hmm.
kind of what we would kind of go over. And like I said, it starts right now at $25, and she's popping that link as well in the chat if you guys are interested in that as well. But a
Hmm.
lot of the people who've done it have been extremely satisfied with it. And before when they hang up, they're very happy. And
Good.
it's a change. You can see a huge difference, and it's so necessary when you're running a business.
Okay. And then the other question is, we always, is it profitable? I'm going to assume that it is because, I mean, look who I'm talking to. But,
You
but,
know,
but people want to know that, well,
okay,
if I,
absolutely.
even if they don't put in $5, if they invest $5, what's my return on my
Uh-huh.
investment? What type of person do you have to become? Because it's all about the person. I do know that to
Mhm.
make this business profitable, because I think if you're shy and sitting in the house and kind of laid
Yeah,
back,
no.
that's not
Mm-mm.
going to. So, what type of person do you have to be in order to be successful in this business?
Outgoing. Outgoing, and one who is full of humility. I keep stressing that. A humble person will always get your love for whatever it is that you're doing will shine through. Okay, when you're humble, the love for it will come through. So you've got to be humble. You've got to be a hustler, and yeah, it's profitable. I just wonder, like, I don't know if anybody's ever, or if anybody can right now, but have you ever Googled the most expensive press on nails? We make money. We make a lot of money. Even with the ones that you actually see that have the kind of stones all over them, um, they get a little pricey.
Oh,
Like those
wow.
would be maybe $60, but they last you over and over and over and over and over
Yeah.
again. So
Kiwi
60
just,
versus
Kiwi
100
just
or something.
explained it. She broke it down. Can we get that comment up again? Look, imagine going from $165 to $65 long lasting, switching the nails before the 2 week fill-in time. You know about that 2 week fill-in
I'm
time.
telling you, my press-on nail girls love their nails. Now I'm trying to they love their nails, honey. It is a thing. Like, we look at it at first and we're like, oh, it's so expensive, it costs so much. We're not, the girls aren't making a lot of money. Oh, yes, you can. One set of nails could feed your family for a day. And you sell 2 sets in a day, you can actually take that part and put it in your savings account. And then you sell another pair, you can, there are so many things, there's so much money and so many other outlets that kind of come with that. So when you see press-on nails and they think, oh, we just sell press-on nails, there are so many other avenues that come with that. There's the actual products that you put on press-on nails, like polish, cuticle oil, the decals. We start here with making the nails, and then we venture off into those other things, which actually, bring in more profit for us. So it's not just press-on nails; it's the product to make the press-on nails as well.
And then what I liked about you is the unfolding. You said it's not just press on nails, it's about the products. Yeah. And then we can see your evolution as well. You start off doing press on nails, you've got an ebook, now you're doing consulting, now you've got that pod, and who knows what else you got up your sleeve, because I know you have on your sleeve for the future. Give us a little taste. Tell us a little bit of what we can expect. You don't have to give away the whole thing, but give us a little bit of that.
Okay. All right, we definitely have the book coming out. The ebook number 2 is coming out. I won't tell you, it is definitely, of course, about nails, but it's definitely one that you want to engage in. So there is a new ebook coming out that will be one for her to first hear. The other thing that we kind of discussed, and you and I both we're very, very excited about, is it's extremely important to me with COVID, with, I would say, the pandemic going on right now. I am one of those who are kind of like paranoid to be around a whole bunch of people, at times. So what I've done is, I think that it's very important to get my space and get my quality work in my nails that I'm seeking, and feel safe doing it. Right. I still want to be able to go out and do it. Sometimes you just want to get out. It's just what you're doing to, it's our product. Yeah. So what I'm looking to do is start what's called a small touchless salon, a nail salon. So it's a touchless nail salon where you'll actually be able to walk in and you'll be able to get multiple things done as far as your nails go, but you'll be able to select a color. I'll go ahead and tell you. You'll be able to select the color, walk over to the machine, stick your hand in, and it will paint your nails for you. This is good for those who don't want to be touched, who are just getting these manicures, and that's all we want. Just change my nail color. And you just walk in 10 minutes, you're walking back out. And before people ask, can you get OPI? Can you get all those grades? The answer to that is yes. This will actually be gel products that we're actually using, which is no different from gel on the nails that we actually use when selling the press-ons.
Did you guys hear that? A touchless. You heard me. Let's take a moment and wrap that around our brains for a second, because every time I've ever got my nails done, I was touched, because
right. And you kind of like,
what she's talking about is some cutting edge stuff. A touchless nail salon, man. Contemporary Living gonna be right there. We cannot wait till you do your grand opening.
I love it. Serious. We're gonna make sure.
So one of the other things that you had mentioned when who did you have? Who was the model? What's her name?
Kiwi.
Kiwi. That was Kiwi. Oh, that was you,
Kiwi. That's her.
Oh, you said the right size. So tell us about how does the size thing work? How does it work?
You know what? The sizing kit is very important. I have one actually here. So a sizing kit, a lot of people my customers are like, how do I know what size I wear? How do I know, where do you find that? Well, I've got the answer for you too.
Oh, wow.
So this is what you would be purchasing, and it's called a sizing kit. In the sizing kit, you'll actually see from left to right, this is just a card prior to, but there will be nails of whatever shape that you would like. So we will put the nail shape. So if this is square, ballerina, whatever it is that we're putting, we would have that listed here. There's Smiley. She has one.
Yes, Smiley said the sizing kit was the best. So easy to do it yourself. Smiley probably changed her nails all the time then.
They love these sizing kits.
Uh-huh.
It was
Uh-huh.
like, I think when Smiley got her sizing kit, if I may, Smiley, when she got her sizing kit, she literally called me like, "Oh my God, I got it." And so she was actually sizing her nails as she was speaking with me. And as she's sizing her nails, now she's finished. Now she's like, "Okay, mom." So she's calling
Right.
her mom. So now
Right.
she's got her mom and she's sizing her nails too. So it's a lot of fun. But pretty much what you would do is the nails would be listed here from left to right. It will be one of each size of whatever shape that you're looking for. Maybe that would be extra long because we have the short nails and we have the extra long, which is kind of what we just saw on Kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
So what you would actually do is we would go in and you would actually take the size, find your size, very simple, and you'll write it down in the boxes here. I'm not sure if you guys can kind of see that, but
Mm-hmm.
you would kind of write right hand and then your left hand. You would then take these numbers and you would send this back. You would tell me what they are, but that card is for something for you to actually use and keep forever. Now, when you actually send me those sizes or whomever you choose to buy nails from at that time, the press on nails,
Mm-hmm.
those sizes are what you would do. You would know if you were small, extra small, medium, or large.
Now, how do you go about now? Do you design each nail individually, like if you have a, because one, you remember, you do a multitude of things, so you actually do the nails for people as clients, and then you
Mm-hmm.
do the consulting, and then you
Mm-hmm.
give your advice on the Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're designing a nail, I mean, do you sit down with them and ask kind of like what they want? Or I mean, if you just showed them your nails, they probably be like, I want that and that and that and that.
All
But
right.
does anyone ever come and say, well, I'm looking for something really specific?
That would be more so branching off into someone who's looking for a custom set. Typically,
Mm,
my sets are already made and they'll be listed on the website. So I change sets. I mean, I list new sets I try to list them every Sunday. Every Friday and Sunday, you'll see new sets there. If you're part of the Ponds group, you're going to see the nails before anybody sees them. So everything happens in that Ponds group first. Everything about Tatum happens there, inclusive of discounts. So just want to throw that in. But that's actually how you would actually do that.
okay. All right. So let's go. Let's dig into the ponds group. I think Andre's telling me we only got a little more time left.
I think yeah. I think Andre asked about fashion shows if I'm going to be branching back
Yeah.
off into that. The answer to that is also yes, and that was another little sneaky thing. Yes, that was kind of a little sneak peek. But yes, I will be branching back off into fashion shows most definitely. I love doing that.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about your fashion. I know I've got like a million questions. I know you don't do fashion shows as much anymore, and so
Mm-hmm.
this is something. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so we've gotten a couple of things out of you as far as what your future is concerned. I like good looking
Yes.
out, Dre. Good looking out. So tell us
High
about
five,
the
right?
fashion shows.
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat that?
Tell us a little bit about the fashion shows.
Oh yeah. So no, I haven't had one presently, but that's actually where I kind of was inclusive of meeting Dre was my
Hmm.
friend as it was all fashion shows. So
Yeah.
the fashion shows, let me tell you, that was I love that. It is so much hustle and bustle going on behind that stage that you don't
Yeah.
see it. That
Yeah.
it's fun. So before prior to this, I owned a company called Embodied by Monet.
Uh-huh.
Embodied by Monet was a fashion line. I actually created jewelry and then I ran it on a runway. And I actually did it as well in the magazine. So it was for fashion. I was an international designer, and so they wear it over. I think it may be Middle Eastern, kind
Uh-huh.
of part of the world. So
Okay.
I'm on the front. So that's what we were doing. So we were doing a lot of it with. It had a lot to do with suicide as well. I was working with Sherry of Live Out Loud charity, and she
Hmm.
was listen. She is the best, but I love her death. But she actually we kind of worked together. And I kind of was in a lot of her fashion shows, and Sherry kind of held my hands and walked me through through meeting going in front of magazines and
Yeah.
things like that. But yes, we will be hitting the runway. And this time I think it's going to be fun because there are going to be a lot of little people, little kids involved. So who
Oh,
doesn't
I'm
want to see
loving
people?
it. I'm just loving
I
the
just
idea
love
already.
it.
So now on the Ponds group, do you go
Hmm.
in every day or do you meet live, or how does that, do you come on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
Gotcha.
How does that, and that's for anyone that has questions and things like that concerning
Yes.
press on nails, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
So if you're a purchaser and you just like to purchase nails and you're looking for somewhere to just kind of go and just stick your head in and kind of see if you see something you like, all of the members who are part of the Ponds group who are nail designers, I'm telling you, when they begin to, when they're posting or when they begin to post, because it's still kind of new, I always want to highlight this Marissa. Marissa is in my group and she posts her nails. So you guys make sure that when you go in this group, you check out Marissa's nails as
Shout
well.
out to Marissa in the Ponds group.
Yes, she knows who she is. She was also one of my clients. She was actually one of my very first clients,
Mm-hmm.
and she was super amazing. So when it came to consulting, but yes, we're going to be stepping back into the branching back off into the fashion world. We
Mm-hmm.
have, a lot of things that are going on, and we're going to make sure the contemporary living is right
Okay, that's
there.
good to know.
Oh,
We ready. We ready. Look, so
and
tell
yes,
us how we can contact you.
you contact me via my social media. You can actually reach me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Well, TikTok and Instagram is going to be Tatum Nails. Okay, and it's just gonna, just like you see it kind of at the bottom there at the beginning of the email. It's Tatum Nails. If you wanted to reach out to us on Facebook, the name of it is Tatum Nails Love. So you'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to locate us there. And the thing with the Ponds group, we post in the Ponds group maybe once. I post in there maybe once a week. I try to. No, once every other day. I'm probably posting there every other day, seeing how people are doing, asking them what's going on with them, seeing if anyone needs me to go live, that sort of thing, to answer any questions. So I'm there probably every other day. I'm busy every day, but I'm
Yeah.
there every other day. And it's I want those who, if you're interested and you have questions, you just don't know where to start. You just looking for a friend in the nail industry. Then you need to come to Tatum Nails. You definitely need to follow us, in the group. And there is no fee to join this group. I don't know what's kind of going. There's no fee. You can
Thank
come right
goodness.
on in. Yeah, there's no fee. Come right on in. Post as you would like. So we definitely encourage you to do that. But Ponds Group is definitely one because you get discounts in there too, and you get to see everything first.
Okay. And Kiwi's going, she representing everything you got right there. In the
Mm-hmm.
Facebook group, I think the website, everything. So thank you, Kiwi. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
Kiwi.
Uh-huh. Awesome. Now, what I want to do is I always like to flash forward to somebody's future.
Okay. All right.
Goals, goals, goals. That's what it's called. Where do you see yourself? Let's go. Let's not even go 10 years. Let's go 5 years.
In 5 years, I see myself with a brand new home that I've built off of all of this great wellness that I'm going to receive from my business. I see myself with my family. My goal is to have my family financially comfortable so that they don't have to worry about anything. My goal is more so about financial freedom for my family. So I see myself with my house, my car, my dream, everything on a beach next to you. What do you mean? You travel all the
Right.
time, so right
Right.
next to
Right.
you.
Come on, the weather's good out here. Come on down, the weather's good. But we want to thank you from Contemporary Living. We've enjoyed you being here. This is Erika Mone't. You guys check her out. Tatum Nails. And guess what? It doesn't stop at the nails. She's got consulting. She's got a tribe. She's got some stuff coming up. You don't want to miss it. So we've got all of
Yeah.
those things to reach her down in the comment. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It has been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure.
It has for me as well, Taryn. And thank you so much for having me. When I say it's just been like sitting on the phone talking to my friend on FaceTime, this has just been amazing. I feel like the audience would just keep talking. Like it's really
Absolutely.
nice. Hi Tiffany, I see you popping up in there. But it's just been I thank you guys so very much.
No
You contemporary
problem.
living so long. I do.
All right. Well, you heard it here. You saw the commercial here first. That's Erika Mone't, you guys, with Tay Nom Luxury Press On Nails. Thank you so much. And as I close out, I want to leave you with this quote by the famous basketball coach, John Wooden. Do not let what you can't do interfere with what you can do. We do that all the time. We dwell on the problem, not on the solution. So for this week, meditate on that. Do not let what you can't do interfere with what you can do because there is always something you can do. And as always, we thank God for his unmerited, undeserving favor called grace. Grace is the total absence from doing anything. You can't work for it, you can't buy it, and you can't sell it. It just is. And God gives it to each and every one of us freely. And as believers, we know that Christ died, he was buried, and rose again on the third day for our justification. It's in the word. Now let that sink in. And on behalf of myself and my hardworking husband, Andre Hill, be brilliant, be you, be blessed. We will see you March 13th. Bye bye.